picks here for 100 Thieves as they let the clock run down onto going from the Skarner back to something that brings a bit more potential in that early game, and he might lock in the Lee Sin, already hovering the Graves as well, and we just see damage on the mind of 100 Thieves for their jungler.
This is potentially the last champion you will lock in playoffs here for your team.
Rotation back to Sejuani.
That's why you go with safety here. But for Team Liquid, Trundle becomes the obvious pick. Shut down the Sejuani and keep her under wraps.
I think that's going to feel really good here for TL. The fact that Ando is really kind of the guy dictating the pace of the game in games number 1 and 2. It feels like he has to have that level of effectiveness.
Sure.
400 Thieves to really get a win, and getting Smithy priority in that jungle, getting Smithy a pick that's going to be extremely strong in the team fights against the Sejuani is going to feel really, really good for them.
And I wonder if they go for something like a Kai'Sa here, because 100 Thieves can't counterpick the Rise if you go ahead and you pick another very potent champion for a top lane or even for your AD, right? So if you pick Kai'Sa here, or let's just say you pick a Gnar or something, they could pick Cassio or they pick a counter here, because one of your lanes will get banned out afterwards. So I feel like you potentially go for something. I wouldn't actually want them to really match roles, but I guess they're going to do it because they say the Thresh was such a problem for 100 Thieves to deal with that you try to go for that counter matchup. Thinking there, that actually makes a lot of sense to pick it and make sure it doesn't get banned out.
It is very interesting, though, to see, Thresh is what we need to get when there's a Braum and a Sejuani sitting on the other side as the first 2 picks. I do find that surprising. Malzahar, another really good answer to Rise, relatively short range. And it is pretty easy to lock down with that ult.
And you know something?
Many globals here, or semi-globals from Team Liquid, they can focus the bottom lane, or the bottom lane can go elsewhere.
It is a relatively kind of lower damage composition, though. On the side of TL, at least for killing frontline, the Trundle is going to help you out a lot, but Rise is traditionally not the best at doing that, and I'm just so interested to see what Rakara is going to bring out. It's got to be something that they are going to play heavily around, because they have triple tanks, a lot of frontline.
But Shen is quite good against the Cho'Gath during the early levels especially. He does a lot of % HP damage. He'll make it so that he gets a Titanic Hydra potentially in the future and clears waves. But this is a 1-3-1 composition from Team Liquid with pretty much the best AD carry that you could have for it in terms of just scouting. Because getting all this vision down without Tracker's Knife and all of that in the later parts of the game, the Hawk Shot helps immensely.
Global pressure as well from TL with movement from Rise's Realm Warp and Stand United from Shen. Can Rakara be protected this game? Surrounded by tanks. Ryu as well back on that Malzahar to make plays work. He was able to shut down Pobelter a little bit, but this is a different map. Well, Frozen Domain to move around so quick means you can get in and out without any trouble. However,
he taunted in.
Might have a bit of trouble here. His escape is a flash, and Arctic Assault is going to connect, sweeping him almost off his feet. Spirit's Refuge is behind, so he takes full damage, and there's the final hit from Someday.
As soon as Impact taunts in, you knew they had him there, and 100 Thieves willing to commit to it. They're
small mind games to start and get those little advantages before trying too much. Another little advantage in the top side, but this time for Team Liquid, the first blood being paid back to Someday, and it looks like Smithy gets that in the last swing of the club.
Yeah, and you saw Ando was actually on the top side doing his Krugs, so he would have been able to be there a little bit sooner if he had actually cycled his jungle faster.
It's not Pobelter just yet. Ryu says he's filtered in. We need to be careful. How long is this going to take, though? Glacial Prison misses, but they still have Ole in their eyes for the first takedown. Shen comes in with Stand United as you have Pobelter on the outside, taking quite a bit of damage from that hit from Ryu. Pobelter goes down, coming in last in the fight as they lose Rakara on the side of 100 Thieves, but TL looking good. Aframu almost going down to cleanse to get the safety, but Doublelift strikes true with one more arrow from his quiver, picking up another kill.
Nicely done there from Doublelift, grabbing an extra kill, and despite the fact that Someday did stop the Stand United, that shield alone,
get that shield speed on, a few hits, concussive blows, Glacial Fisher comes out, they're gonna lock him up. Whoa, Aframu! I'm sorry, Ole getting chilled out as Aframu comes in with the play. They kind of back off, saying, we have the kill. Who's going to take it? Now they'll get the Acathian Ranger. No way! Oh, the Malefic Visions comes down, and they get the Comet kill coming in from Ryu. But that, a little too much hesitation from 100 Thieves.
They get the kill, but that is 4-man bot and their mid laner's TP to kill off that support. So pretty good job delaying there from TL, but at least Malzahar picks it up, and they can look to pressure this turret. They should try to force down a first turret here on the bottom side.
Yeah, definitely, but you can see the collapse. Pobelter's on his way. You also have That's very important that Impact did that, because Someday has teleport.
He comes in to help knock down the turret with Frozen Domain down.
Oh, Impact's on the side, though.
Oh,
3 members.
Man. Channeling that could stop that from Ryu. It's going to be Impact right through the turret. Ryu's going down in this instance. A few more hits from Pobelter, and actually it's going to be Impact picking up that kill. Quickly skirting around the permafrost. Someday to silence, but no Rupture to follow, so they can hit up the fight.
That kill so big there for them to get it. The Triumph Heal looked like came through onto Smithy, keeping him alive, and that was really close to him going down.
That's why Subjugate is so damn strong versus Sejuani. See, goes in, gets the suppression on him, and then Smithy's like, all right, let's just throw down the ultimate. I think it might even just be on Ryu there.
Yeah, I think it actually was on Ryu, which gives him the extra damage, but definitely makes him a lot less tanky. And Triumph Heal either way is going to be able to help keep him alive. They get the kill. Doublelift
sitting on just 300 gold, 700 for Ricard on top of that Stormrazor, so he could hit a quicker clip of damage. Quick pillar puts Aphromoo and Ricard in a bad spot. Unbreakable's up, so he's going to be able to deny a good bit of damage, but you don't want your tankiest, one of your tankiest members to start that way. Rift Herald getting in on this fight as it's now a 4v5. Ryu
Watch Ole.
looking for a way in. He has his ult. Ole for a hook over the wall and possible lantern into another fight as Impact is taunting on the top side of the map, continuing to clear, but also ready to participate in anything that happens.
And you can see the pink
Glacial, but Blizzard just missing.
And they're actually sending Doublelift to the mid lane. I don't know if they're going to chase this. They are.
Pobelter right into the wall move, thinks he can fake the team out. You're not Messiah, buddy. And he is going to go down 36 seconds on the death timer. And Impact now could get hit up. 100 Thieves gaining a lot of ground.
Yeah, that was really questionable there for Pope.
What moments? As TL is able to
the
keep
hook.
things uncontested here, now contesting a fight in the mid lane, but I think 100 Thieves may have the upper hand. Aphromoo too low, too quick, and TL has the fight they want. A round warp in from Pobelter to lock down Someday. He's in the front, he's going down. Ryu can't even enter from the sideline. As Anda is just absorbing as much as he can, but to what cost? Mid's gonna fall, and Team Liquid are on a rampage down mid lane.
Oh, almost
Ricard. So close to going down. Ricard forced back with 100 HP after flashes are even used when we thought the fight had stopped, and Baron has just given TL that surge to keep going.
And they're going to push for this inhibitor here. There's no cleanse, no flash on Ricard. If he steps up, they could commit onto him. Flash is available for both Smithy and Doublelift.
Hook. There it is.
In. Ole wanted it all the way, but the silence keeps him out from any more abilities. His killer instinct there for Ricard. It is down, so he cannot follow the plasma hit in. And now it's about wave cleanup, pushing in 100 Thieves so they can't even see the other side of the map, even if TL.
Oh,
Oh my god, but they go for Ryu! The no-look hook after the pillar from the left side. Aphromoo goes down first. Ryu is going down immediately after. There's 3. Team Liquid are heading down the mid lane as Pobelter does the round warp again. And they find themselves goal side of 100 Thieves and their own base nexus. A possible triple here for Pobelter, but the kill goes over to Doublelift. And Team Liquid, one inhibitor in their face as they look to take down the Nexus and take down 100 Thieves.
You can hear the chants of the fans. They know it's over. TL have done it.
They are pushing themselves forward to protect their reign over the LCS. They'll get the chance. Team Liquid will find themselves on the final stage in Oakland.
And Team Liquid will also go to Worlds. It's a chance for Doublelift, and especially Ole, after what happened at the mid-season invitational, kind of right those wrongs, stand up on that international stage and say, Team Liquid is a team that should be representing North America. Now back-to-back finals after last year and changing up the roster completely. TL Org is definitely proud.
World's on the horizon, but the finals are first, and they're going to be looking to repeat here. Liquid looking to continue their reign of terror here in the NALCS.
Absolutely.
So dominant throughout this series. The first game strong from 100 Thieves, but it just seemed to get better and better and better for TL throughout the series. So much credit to this team. No panic after the first game loss. They stuck with what worked, and Doublelift really shining here again for Team Liquid. Doublelift and Ole completely dominant over Ricard and Aphromoo in that bottom lane.
You can hear the fans Exuberant over the victory here. The fact that TL gets to move on, and Liquid itself, an order.